What you can do is you can measure how fast the planets are moving around the sun. And the more stuff there is in the sun, the faster the sun's
influence on our solar system. The mass of the sun pulls Mercury faster than Pluto.
Actually measured was that he got further and further away. The velocity of the orbiting gas and dust remained.
Galaxy were rotating fast enough that there must be a lot more mass. Otherwise, the galaxy would have flown apart.
Halo. A halo of invisible...
some mass, and we're left with something that we've not yet detected.
But to be a perfect dark... Science realized that dark matter exposed itself by bending light that passes through it.
It doesn't interact with light at all.
Dark matter exposed itself by bending light.
It doesn't interact with light at all. Particles, but maybe it's buried in there someplace as a WIMP, but we won't know until we analyze the data.
Hunting dark matter is tedious. Each day, the Fermilab team reports to the underground lab, analyzes data, and perfects their ping-pong game while waiting for the one hit that will prove dark matter exists. Combined, dark matter and dark energy make up 96% of the universe.
Any day now, we may have the announcement that physicists have captured dark matter in a bottle.
We have a hypothesis. It certainly seems to explain the universe we live in, but the plain fact is we haven't yet detected this cold dark matter.
Right, we mean something that doesn't interact with light in any way. We don't know what dark matter is.
When I talk to atheists about astronomy and cosmology, and I tell them that all the matter in the universe put in one location would constitute a black hole, which cannot explode, or when I tell them that there's not enough matter in the universe for there to have been a Big Bang, or when I tell them that there's not enough gravity and matter for the sun and the planets to maintain their orbits because they would have just go flying off because the gravity of the matter is just not enough for them to stay in their orbits. Or when I tell them that that it's not possible, according to current cosmology, to explain how stars can form because there's a lack of gravity, or because or how galaxies can form because there's a lack of gravity. See, matter just doesn't have enough gravity for things to operate the way that they do in our universe. The planets should not be in their orbits. They should have flown off into space. Galaxies should not exist. There should not even be a universe because there is not enough matter, there's not enough gravity. And that's what this dark matter is, you see. It's a contrivance. You should have seen the hypocrisy in the statements of these evolutionist scientists in the video I showed you, where they state that dark matter exists, but we can't find it. You know, the planets shouldn't be in their ordinances, but it must be dark matter. Universe shouldn't exist because there's not enough matter. Oh, therefore there must be dark matter. There's not enough gravity for star formation, stars to form. Oh, well, it must be dark matter. There's not enough gravity or matter for galaxies to form. Oh, well, then it must be dark matter. Do you see? What these evolutionists do is they invent matter. They invent holes to fill, to plug their theories which cannot explain the ordinances of the heavens. And they contrive something because they don't understand or don't want to understand the truth. And I'm going to give you the truth about it right now. Job 39:33. Knowest thou the ordinances of heaven? Canst thou set the dominion thereof in the earth? In other words, can you explain the gravitational pull of celestial bodies in our solar system upon the earth? Psalms 99:7. Psalms 119:89. Jeremiah 31:35. Jeremiah 33:25. Noise, and the elements shall melt with a fervent heat, and the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that all if you haven't already comprehended it. The anomalies we call, the things we call anomalies in our solar system and on our universe, they don't make sense to modern science because it is the hand of God that operates this universe. The planets would not be in their orbits. The galaxies and stars would not exist if it weren't for the hand of God actually actively keeping them in their ordinances. Science cannot explain it. And so evolutionists who deny the existence of God contrive something called dark matter to explain away the fact that all these things cannot possibly be. The planets cannot remain in their orbit, that there's not enough gravity, that the universe cannot be what it is today, because science demonstrates it's impossible. What keeps the universe in its ordinances, and what it keeps it operating, is the will of God. He who wrote this. He, by his hand, all things consist. And when he wishes it to stop being so, he will burn up in a fire, and a new heaven and earth will be created for the righteous.
I could have provided many other scriptures which explain that God's hand is what keeps the universe operating the way it does. The evolutionists cannot find the answers to why the universe is as it is, or why the solar system operates as it does. So if you're an atheist or an evolutionist and you think science has all the answers, you think they've got it figured out, I want you to think long and hard about what I've said in these videos. They don't have it figured out. There's not enough matter and not enough gravity for stars to exist, the universe to exist, for galaxies to exist, or for the planets in this solar system to stay in their orbits. And none of it works. It does not work. And thus they have contrived this concept of dark matter and axioms and all this other stuff to formulate these theories, you see, to explain away the universe without the hand of God. Because it doesn't work. Secular cosmology, pseudoscience theories do not work. They cannot explain any of the crazy anomalies of our solar system. For example, the fact that Uranus rotates on its side, and its moons are at 90-degree angle from its rotational axis. Why Saturn has rings, why it still has rings if this universe is billions of years old. I mean, everything, every planet in the solar system is chemically unique and has characteristics. Why the moon is receding if it was captured. See, it does not make sense. None of it makes sense. They cannot explain any of it. They offer theories, but their theories are nothing but holes. They do not hold water. And this is why I tell evolutionists that every field of science in this world points to special creation. If it were not for the hand of God, this universe would literally come apart. Because there's nothing holding it together the way it's supposed to be, the way we see it. Nothing in science that can explain it. When you look out into the heavens at night, you're observing the handiwork of God, that He actively sustains. As if He quit sustaining it, it would just come apart.